Dear students, this is the extension of your previous lecture, size separation. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the various equipments used for size separation. Now, the first equipment is cyclone separator. It works on the principle that centrifugal force is used to separate solids from fluid. The separation depends not only on the particle size but also on the density of particles. As the particles are of fine or coarse, the density and their size, whether they are smaller particle or larger particle, both the properties are depend for their separation in cyclone separator. So, hence, depending on the fluid velocity, the cyclone separator can be used to separate all types of particles or to remove only coarse particles and allow fine particles to be carried out through with the fluid. Here you can see the image of a cyclone separator. The fluid will enter here with the help of cyclone. The cyclone will be governed by the circulating air, which is also enter through the inlet. The required air or unwanted air are removed from fluid outlet. Here fluid is nothing but your gas, or your coarse particles are collected from the bottom of the cyclone separator. Now the construction, it consists of cylindrical vessel with a conical base. Here you can say a conical base. In the upper part of the vessel is fitted with the tangential inlet and a solid outlet at the base. Here you can say is a solid base outlet and a solid outlet at the base. Here this is your feed inlet or a particles or solid inlet. Fluid outlet is provided at the center of the top portion, which extends inwardly into the separator. Here is a fluid outlet. This air circulation directly from the inlet to the outlet of the fluid. Once the air is enter the cyclone, cyclone movement is occur and the remaining fluid or the gases passes out. This is the simple construction of cyclone separator. Now it's working. How it works? The solids to be separated are suspended in a stream of air. Here, this is a suspension of air. Such a feed is introduced tangentially at a very high velocity so that rotary movement takes place. This rotary movement, or you can say cyclone movement, takes place. The centrifugal force and vortexing throws the solid at the walls on the cyclone walls. As the speed of air diminishes, the particles fall to the conical base and are discharged through the solid outlet. The larger or solid heavier particles attack or move towards the rotary separator wall, and the heavy or coarse particles are collected from this solid outlet. The air can escape from the central outlet at the top. Here it is used to separate the solids from the gases. It is also used for size separation of solid in liquid. It is used for separating the heavy or coarse fraction from the fine dust. So this is generally used for solid particle separation with the air, or solid liquid and solid liquid mixing. It is also applicable for solid liquid mixing and solid gases mixing. Now next is a sieve shaker. As we have already discussed in previous lecture about the sieving method, here this vibrational motion will take place in sieve shaker. So the principle and working is, in this method the fine powder is separated from the coarse powder by using sieve of desired number. Here The degree of fineness of the powder is known with the help of a sieve through which the powder material is passed. If you know the sieve number and if you know its mesh size, you can easily separate out the solid particles of coarse to fine. Sieves are numbered in order to distinguish from each other. The size separation of powder is done by passing the powdered material through a set of sieve. Here you can see the set of sieve. Sieves are arranged in descending order, that is, sieves of larger size at the top and the smallest one at the bottom. The bottom sieve is attached to the receiving pan. Here you can say this is a receiving pan. Means the particles which are having a larger size will retain on the top of the sieve and the finest powder will retain on the bottom of the sieve, and the help of this receiving pan you can, and this receiving pan is also attached with a electronic balance, so you can easily, after taking your samples or the powder material, you can easily check your weight of the sample. You can compare with the initial one and the final one. Sieving is influenced by vibration motion, side tap motion, bottom tap motion, rotary motion with the tap weight of sample, and also duration of shaking. Means the movement will occur in this side, tapping movement, bottom tap, because due to the vibrational motion, it's all due to this vibration, the help of electricity, this movement that such as bottom top, rotary top, and shaking will occur and the particles get separate out. So this is the sieve shaker. Now its construction is simple as that it is made up of metal frame to which screens are fixed. The standard sieves of different mesh number are as per official pharmacopoeia. Now its advantages is it's require less power requirement, inexpensive and easy to use. It has certain disadvantage, or you can say limitation, that is during shaking, attrition, that is a particle collision with each other may occur that leads to error in estimation. Chances of clogging of sieve if powder is not properly dried. If the wet material be passed from the sieve, the chances of getting that clogged, the mesh size can be clogged or attrition may occur, that is particle get clogged or stick to the screen of the sieve. Its lower limit of particle size is 50 micron. So below the 50 micron particles cannot be separated from the sieve stick. Now next is air separator. It is same as that of cyclone separator, but the difference is its work, but in this case the air movement is obtained by means of rotating disc and blade that create centrifugal force to separate solids. Now in cyclone separator, here the velocity of air is generate cyclone effect or vortex movement, but in case of air separator, that rotating disc and shaft create the centrifugal force, and same as that of cyclone separator it works, but with the additional of rotating disc and rotating blade. How it will work? Now we'll see how it will work. To improve the separation, the stationary blades are used. Means your rotating disc and blades are in a static movement. By controlling these blades and the speed of rotation, it is possible to vary the size at which separation occurs. Means by help of this rotating disc and blade, varying size of particles can be separated out. Its uses is often air separator is often attached to the ball mill or hammer mill to separate and return oversized particle for further size reduction. So it is majorly attached or additional equipment with the size reduction equipments such as ball mill or hammer mill. Now we'll see this construction. It consists of a cylinder, as we already discussed, it's a cylindrical vessel with a conical base, same as that of cyclone separator. In the upper part of the separator, the vessel is fitted with feed inlet, and at the base there are two outlets, one for fine particle and other for heavy particle. Outlet for fine particle and heavy particle. The rotating disc and rotating blade are attached to the central shaft. This is the central shaft to produce air movement. You can say by this arrow, this circulatory air movement is produced. Now how it is worked? The sample powder is passed through the feed inlet. Here your sample is entered, which falls on the rotating disc. It is fall on this rotating disc. The rotating blades are attached to the same shaft. This produces a current of air as shown by the arrow. It will produce current of airs. The fine particles are picked up and are carried out into space where air velocity is sufficiently reduced. Once this rotating movement occurs, the denser particles are collected from the outlet of the bottom side, and the fine particles will be in the circulatory movement due to the high velocity air. Once the air movement is stopped, fine particles are collected. The fine particles are dropped and ultimately collected at the outlet meant for fine particles. Here you have to remember that once this circulatory movement occurs, the fine particles will be in circulatory movement, but the heavier particles will separate out easily due to its gravitational force or sedimentation forces. So the fine particles will be in air circulation movement. So after stopping the air circulation, that fine particles can be collected from this outlet. The heavy particles which fall down are removed at an outlet meant for heavy particles. Here. So this is a simple basic air separator unit, same as that of cyclone separator. Now we'll see about bag filter. As such, bag filter is not a size separation equipment, but it will help the reduction of particle size or majorly of dust size, or you can say filtration of air. As you have observed that cleaning equipments that are works on the bag filter mechanism, or you can say the bag filters are used for this kind of cleaning type of equipments. By the help of air you can clean the dusts. So it works on the principle of size separation of fine dust from the milled powder is achieved in two steps. Here two steps are followed. In first step, the milled powder is passed through a bag filter by applying the suction on the opposite of side of feed entry. Now, first of all, here is the image of bag filter. These are the materials. These are the bag filters attached to a metal. Here is the diagrammatic of bag filters. Your samples will come by this direction, and from the opposite direction you will throw the airs. Now what will happen once you throw the air, or if you say that dirty gases or your solid particles or gases contain dust particles are thrown in this, what will happen? This first go through this bag filters. Here what will happen? The dust will remain on these bags. So retention of dust particle will take place in bag filters, and the compressed air will move out. And after that, the second step is pressure is applied in order to shake the bag so that powder adhering bag falls off, which is collected from the conical base. Once your dirt is collected in this bag, shaking takes place. That shaking is so much powerful that all the particles are collected from the collecting solids from the bottom of its equipment. So it's simple mechanism. It is not generally referred as a size separation, but it is separate out your dust and the air. So it is referred as a bag filter, not as such as a size separator, but a filter medium. Now, how it works? Its construction consists of number of bags made up of cotton or wool fabric. These are suspended in a sheet metal container. A hopper is arranged at the bottom of the filter to receive the feed. At the top of the metal container, a provision is made for the exhaust. Here you can see this image. A bell crank lever arrangement is made to bring the filter to normal atmospheric condition. Now what will happen? Why this lever is arranged? Once it will maintain your air velocity, whether it's of high velocity, that may be a possibility to cut down the bags. So it is necessary to maintain the air velocity. So for that, crank lever is arranged. Now how it will work? Same that is explained in the principle, that is feed is separated from air by passing it through the cloth bag. First, your dirty gases, or you can say that dirty airs are passed through the filter bags. What will happen? That dirts are collected in these bags, and this by the help of circulation, the compressed air are exhaust out from the top of the container. Now after collecting the dust, what will happen? The next step followed by vibration, or you can say shaking movement. The bags are shaken to collect the fines that are adhered to the bags. Due to this shaking movement, the solid particles are collected from the bottom side of the equipment. So these two steps followed in suction and are controlled at different intervals with the help of bell crank lever arrangement. Now another extension of bag filter, or you can next is illustration tank. It is applicable to insoluble solids such as kaolin or chalk, which are subject to wet grinding followed by sedimentation or illustration. Its advantages is it's a continuous process. Separation of size fraction is quick as compared to other method. Apparatus is more compact than the other used in sedimentation method. The disadvantage of illustration tank is should be diluted, which may not be desirable in certain cases. Now how it will work? Is a method of separation of particles based on low density of fine particles and high density of coarse particle using flow of fluid. Means illustration tanks, your fluid stream will work opposite to your sedimentation of particle. If your particles are setting down in this gravitational forces, your fluid stream will be of in opposite direction, opposite to that of sedimentation movement. Now what will occur? Upon the upward velocity of fluid is less than the settling velocity of particle, that will the fine particles will be in movement, or it will be travel against the gravitational forces. The fine particles are travel against the gravitational forces, and the rather coarse particles are collected from the bottom of the side. The particles can be seen to rise with the fluid and to move outwards to the tube wall, where the velocity is lower than the start to fall. Means here what will happen? The fluid velocity will be responsible for size separation. As the fluid velocity high, the finest particle will be in circulatory movement. Then by this lowering the fluid or stream or liquid movement, the fine particles are collected, and with the help of gravitational forces, the coarse particles are collected at the bottom. So this is a simple mechanism of illustration tank. Now we'll see about static tank method. The construction is shown Here you can say this is the illustration type of static method. Here what will happen? The powder or paste made by levitation is kept in retreating tank. The sample is kept in this tank. It is mixed with large quantity of water. The solid particles are distributed uniformly in the liquid during stirring. In this, solid particles are distributed uniformly in the liquid during stirring. Then the particles are allowed to settle. Depending on the density, the solid particles are withdrawn at the different height through the outlets. Here you can see these outlets are attached to this tank. What will happen once your circulation movement is done? The particles get settled down with the help of gravitational force, or you can say the sedimentation rate, that the coarser or heavier particles are settled down leastly. Very fine particles are collected from this outlet, fine particles from this outlet, and medium-sized particle from this outlet, and coarse particle from the bottom of the container can be collected. The powders are dried and thus various size fractions are collected. So these are the equipments which are used for size separation. Thank you.